Hey there, have you had this BlueParrott M300 for a while and wondering what other features it can do? Well, I'm here to show you some advanced and hidden features that you may not be aware of. And today we are doing a deep dive on the M300 by BlueParrott, specifically looking at advanced and hidden features. In this video, we're gonna go a little nerdy. So let's go to it right now. Let's take a look at our first question.
How do you pair the BlueParrott M300 headset to a PC?
This is a really good question. So buckle in because there's a couple of things that you should know about the M300. First, on BlueParrott's website, they officially do not support connectivity between a PC and the BlueParrott M300. And I'll read it a little bit for you so you get the exact wording. It says, because the BlueParrott headset is optimized for a mobile device, we do not recommend you pair your device directly with an unsupported device. Now, they don't specify what those unsupported devices, but I would assume these are things like televisions that have built-in Bluetooth, your computers, Windows as well as Mac, as well as video game consoles. All of these devices have Bluetooth built in. Theoretically, you could pair, they just don't give you the support. Let me tell you why. So the M300 is designed for usage on smartphone and tablets. And because BlueParrott specifically designed this device to be used with smartphones and tablets, some of the functionality that's built into the M300 may not transfer over to a PC. So you may be able to send or receive audio from a PC, but some of the other buttons may not work, like the mute, the volume up and down. In addition to that, the native connection between the PC and the mobile device may be spotty. This is something that applies to almost all Bluetooth headsets that do not use a dongle. Now, we have extensive videos on how to get the best usage when using a headset and a dongle, as well as some other tips. I'm going to have them in the description so you can take a look at those. So could you do it? Absolutely. But if you go to BlueParrott, they may not help you at all. Actually, not may, I know they won't when it comes to this area, because a lot of people want to do that. Our next question has to do with how to update the firmware.
How do you update the M300 to the latest firmware?
I like this question because I like to know if I've got the latest, greatest software, firmware ready on my device. And I've created a video around this that shows you step by step on how to do that. I'll put the link in the description. I'll give you the 2-second version of that. You need the BlueParrott app, and inside the BlueParrott app, there'll be an update indicator, and that lets you know that you have an update ready for you and that you can download it to the M300. Our next question has to do with how to use this in multi-point mode.
How do you connect two devices using the multi-point feature?
I like the way you're thinking. I like using the advanced features on the M300, especially the multi-point feature. So if you've got two smartphones, or you've got a smartphone and a tablet, this is where this feature comes in handy. So the first thing you want to do is put the M300 into discovery mode and find device A. Now, once you've successfully paired with device A, what you want to do is turn device A off and then put the BlueParrott M300 back into discovery mode and look for device B. And now this is when you want to turn on devices B pairing feature for Bluetooth. So turn that on now, pair it to device B, and now you have both A and B in the memory of the device. Now what you can do now is turn all the devices off and now turn them all back on. And what you'll have is your M300 pairing to both device A and device B. Just a reminder, if you're looking to connect to both your mobile device and PC, the PC connectivity function may not work very well because it's not supported officially by BlueParrott. So just keep that in mind when you're using the multi-point mode. It's built in, follow these steps, and go back and rewind this video if you need to do these steps again. Before we go to the next question, I want to remind you to bump the like button so that YouTube can show this video to more people that have questions about the BlueParrott M300 headset. Our next question has to do with using the M300 with streaming services like music or podcasts.
Can you skip or rewind streaming videos or music?
Let me remind you first, PC functionality may not be built into this, so just a word to the wise. Now, you're using this with your mobile phone. There are no skip or move forward or go backward buttons on here, and the app does not have those controls either. So if you're listening to your favorite Spotify playlist or YouTube podcast, like What the Tech, you're gonna have to use the controls that are on your smartphone in order to skip, rewind, or move forward. Hope that helps. Our next question has to do with battery life on the M300.
Are there ways I can improve the battery life on the M300?
Well, this is something that is not quite a mystery, but requires a little bit of digging. So I dug into this, and on the M300, and this applies to other Bluetooth headsets, if you keep your battery during the summer months or winter months in the car, the battery's capacity for talk time will be diminished. And that has to do with the extreme temperatures that are placed on the device in the cold as well as the heat. So as a pro tip, I would take the M300 with you into the house or at work, because batteries over time will degrade and lose some of their capacity. So take the BlueParrott with you when you leave the car or you leave your truck. I want to thank you for joining me today on Answer the Community. And if you want to check out more videos on the M300, I've got a couple more on the screen.